Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to discuss about welcome to the explanation, and today I'm going to discuss about Bastille parade. As you have heard in the news that our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has gone to a two-day visit to France where he will be participating in Bastille parade. That happened on Bastille Day on every year on 4th, 14th of July. Okay, so today I'm going to discuss what is this Bastille and why it is celebrated and what happened that led to the celebration of this day and why this particular day. Okay, so let's start by covering few points. First, it occurs every year on 14th of July. Okay, and parade happens on I don't know how to pronounce this Champagne's Elysees. So this is the path from where the parade passes, and this path is near to the presidential palace, of course, the president of France is Emmanuel Macron. Okay, and this year our tri services also took part in the in this parade, and India was the chief guest basically. Tri services took the part, and India was the chief guest for this time. Before that, in 2009, also Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was invited to this. So this is not the first time Manmohan Singh ji was invited. So this is not the first time. And again in 2023, Narendra Modi ji. So these two prime ministers attended the Bastille parade in France. And this year was important because this year we are celebrating 25 years of uh, strategic partnership with France. Okay, so strategic partnership is very important. This strategic partnership title is not given to every country, but only few, and in Europe, in all Europe. France is the most important. I'm not talking one of the important, but most important strategic partner partner of India. And the main reason is that because we share the same values. Okay, same value or ye value, and what is this value? That is liberty, equality, and fraternity. Fraternity. Okay, these three things became the most important or came into existence during French Revolution. French Revolution, and that is, and and this Bastille thing is related to French Revolution only. Basically, this thing was, I think, one of the important starting point of French Revolution. Okay, so let me tell you what happened at during. Uh, Let me change the color first. Okay, so now let me tell you what is this Bastille Day parade. Okay, so during 1780s. Okay, during 1780s, the France was not in its best state. Why? Because the king, Louis XVI, and his queen, Queen Mary Antoinette. I don't, it's like, yes, this is the spelling, I guess. So these two they formed the image of very irresponsible leaders, irresponsible leaders, and, you know, irresponsible spenders also. Like they were not taking care of their people. Famine was there. And the most important thing, bread, that was very common to French people, that was become very expensive, and not all the people could afford that. So protests started to take place, but it was not protests started to take place, but it was not in, in a very huge way. Okay, this small protests started to happen. Now, when the inflation was at very high, Louis XVI called a meeting. So the meeting used to be known as a state general meeting. Okay. In this state general meeting, there were three kind of people, and those were divided into class. Okay. So first is first class. Basically, this class included clergy level officers. This was a big post during that time. Then second class, where all the nobles were there. Okay. And then we have third class commoners. Okay. So commoners constitute the largest number, but they were listened the less. Like they were not very well heard. So they decided to form another assembly known as National Assembly, and decided National Assembly and decided that this assembly will not grow until a written constitution enforces. So this is the pledge they taken. Now, during this time, what happened on 11th July 1789? So the protests were happening, small protests were happening on 11th of July. Prince was, the king, Louis XVI was, you know, uh, bringing more soldiers to the street, and also he fired a very popular minister. Jacques Lecter was his name, and he was a very popular leader minister among the local, because he was not from very high-born family. He was a non-high-born non-high-born individual. So when this news reached to the commoners that the most popular leader, Jacques Nectar, has been suspended by the king, uh, protests broke out into huge amount. Okay, I would say huge amount, and there were people on the streets torching everything. And the one thing that they torched was this prison. Actually, Bastille is a prison. It's a fortress. Okay, Bastille prison fortress. At the time of on 14th July, on 14th July 1789, the locals breached this fortress. At that time, only seven prisoners were there, but lot of ammunitions were also present at that spot. They stole all this ammunition and started firing. During this, they killed the mayor of Paris. Paris is the capital city of France, and also killed the governor of Paris. I don't remember the name. It's something Launay, Luneui, I think. So basically, the point is they killed the mayor and governor, and a bloodbath situation happened there. Okay, this breach, this Bastille fortress breach started the like it played a major role in French Revolution. This is the thing. French Revolution that happened during 1970, late 1780s and early 1990s. French Revolution that ended the monarchy. Basically, this thing, Bastille Fortress breach played the very important role. Now, next year on the same day, let me change the color also. Yes. So on 14th of July, 1790, when Louis XVI was still the king and he was sitting on the throne, people celebrated the Unity Day. Now there's a different name in French, but the little meaning, the literal translation of that is Unity Day celebration. Okay, that they are together in this war and they will end the monarchy. So this is the day that they are celebrated. And after this, the monarchy ended and the democracy started in France. Now during 1880s, 70s, 1840s, people wanted a national holiday. Like in India, we have Independence Day, Republic Day, Gandhi Jayanti. So on these days we celebrate, okay, the national pride, the national unity. So they also wanted something to celebrate. So first they decided to, give 14th July 1789 that status. Okay, when the Bastille Fortress breach happened. But some intellectuals said that although it is a very important day in French Revolution, but we cannot ignore the fact that on this day, lot of blood of innocent victims also shed. Okay, and this is one of the bloodiest day in the French history. So they rather than going for 14th July 1789, they declared 14th July 1790 as given the status for the National Day celebration. And from that day on, 14th July is celebrated at Bastille Day. Although they are not celebrating the fortress breach or the bloodshed that happened, but they are celebrating the Unity Day that was celebrated in 1719 by the French people. So this is the thing. The steel is a prison fortress. Okay. Remember this thing when if someone asks what is this, the steel, tell them that it's a fortress. It's a prison fortress that was breached in 1789, and it is a symbol of removing the monarchy and establishing monarchy and establishing the democracy. Okay. In this fortress, as I mentioned, there were a lot of uh, political business they were political prisoners. They were kept here, and no reasons were given to the public why they have been arrested and why they have been kept here. So that's why people first attacked this fortress, and that started the French Revolution. Okay, so I hope this you have gathered some knowledge about this. And right now, if you see, there are no fortress remain. Actually, what happened? Uh, these fortresses were destroyed, and the bricks and other parts were used to make roads, and some were taken as souvenirs. So there are some places in France where you will find some remains of this fortress. But right now there is a pillar. I don't remember the uh, the place, but when you search on the Google about Bastille fortress now, Beatrice fortress now, they will show you a picture of a stump. Uh, so basically, that symbolizes that fortress. So, and there are some roads here and there going on. So, like when you see that Google picture, you will get to know about. You will see that the pillar is there. So this is the story of Bastille Day Parade and how it happens every day. This year, our Prime Minister, as I mentioned earlier, Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended that parade, and now he, after concluding the a great visit to Paris, to France, he visited to Saudi Arabia. So right now he's in Saudi Arabia, and we hope that this meeting also bring good fortune to this country. Thank you so much.